Hello everybody.
Hello everybody. Today our group will give you a presentation. After that, I want to show you a video. As we all know, there are many dangerous things in Australia. Today we want to focus on the most common and dangerous thing, that's driver distraction. Okay, this is our outline. First, I give you the definition, and then Lucy and Kazu give you the remainder part of our presentation. Okay, what's the driver distraction? That means when you drive on the road, you not only focus on the road, but also focus on some other things which can influence your driving, but you think it doesn't matter. There are 4 types of distraction, such as cognitive distraction, visual distraction, manual distraction, and all these 3 have auditory distraction. Okay, look at this picture. For example, when you drive on the road, you take on your mobile phone and want to send a message or hold a conversation with others. That's manual and cognitive distraction. Then you turn on your CD player and want to listen to some music. That's auditory distraction. As we all know, many people like to put their pets beside them. And the pets and animals, they don't know what you are doing. Maybe they will play with you just like at home. So that's cognitive distraction. In a word, there are many things which can influence your driving. If you don't pay attention to this, distraction leads to disaster. Okay, next, welcome to Lucy.
Hello, I'm Lucy, and I will introduce our product and promotion. Our product is that distraction leads to disaster. And as we all know, driver distraction is the main factor in a crash in a serious crash. Just like this poster, there are little boy to pick up the ball, but you are texting when you are driving. You know there will be tragedy happening, and I think nobody wants to this happening, and so let's do just as this poster said. Don't let distracted mind steer you into danger. In order to promote our product, we can take full advantage of different ways to convey our information and encourage drivers to change their behaviors and minds when they are driving. First, we can make use of the advertisements. In life, there are a lot of whatever you do, wherever you are, there are a lot of different kinds of advertisements around you, and I think it's a good choice for us to promote our idea for tackle group. and in my opinion, advertisements should be created realistic and easy for people to remember. And in fact, people like to do other things while they are driving, such as they play a telephone to listen a song, or make up herself, or eat some food, or have jokes with friends. And I think these behaviors are very common among the drivers, and they think they are not very serious. But I think if you are unlucky, you'll be killed by yourself. And next, I think electronic games. We can create some electronic games linked with drive safety. In modern life, it's very easy and convenient for people to download the games in your telephone or computers. So I think this is a great choice for us to do this product. The games should be created vivid and interesting. Only in this way, people are willing to play them for a long time, and these games will not out of fashion quickly. And at the same time, they can realize what will happen if they drive distractedly. Finally, I think the video is also a great choice, and I think it's the most effective ways to promote our product. And let's watch it. Oh.
In 500 meters, turn right.
If you were distracted for just 2 seconds at 50 kilometers an hour, you'll travel 27 meters blind.
That's important as well. That's really easy to not be careful with trams.
Yeah, well,
It's a bit too real.
yeah, it's very real. I think this video has told us clearly what's happening if you drive distractedly. And I think this video will give people a deep impression, and they will realize. And I think it's the most common thing happening when a driver drive distractedly. So I think these 3 methods can be applied, can be well applied to practice, and inspire the drivers to change their behaviors and attitudes when they are driving, because it's very important for them to change their behaviors. Yeah, that's our next Kazu.
So I'm going to talk about the place we can show this advertisement, disclose this advertisement. We can show in bus stop and in the side of the bus, and also in the billboard. But sometimes I don't think it's a good idea to show advertisement in the streets, because if you are driving, the advertisement make you distraction. But this kind of advertisement is better than like women with bikini, but can aware you more. And also, I think it's a good place to disclose this advertisement is in website, like this website in New Zealand. Oh. In New Zealand, it shows. They give you some example about some drive distraction. If you click one of them, like this sunlight, it shows some. It's very interactive, and show some statistics and how many deaths it can cause. Also, I think it's a good way to disclose this advertisement is in schools when before kids learning, they need to teach children to how to drive safely. And about the pricing, those is worth to think about. The answer is clear yes, because nearly, according to some research, nearly 25% of all car accidents is caused by some kind of distraction, like cell phone. And in New South Wales, since 2008, there is 4 deaths because of distractions and some injuries and also crashes. And government made new laws after new laws, and now it's forbidden to use cell phone even in the legs. If you put the cell phones in the leg, it's forbidden. And why it's important to think about? Because when you are distracted, just like the loose video, if you drive at 6 kilometers per hour just for 2 seconds, you will drive for over than 30 kilometers blind. And so what's the price we need to pay? What can be done to avoid this kind of accident? We need to turn off our cell phone or make it mute, or if you drive with some friend, you can ask your friend to ask your cell phone. Make sure you have rest, and have enough rest before you are not tired. Avoid drowsiness, and also if you have a long journey, take turn with some friends. Review maps and program your favorite radio and each also. Know your way. Don't rely a lot in gadgets or maps while you are driving. And obey the speed limits and maintain a safe distance between ahead the car in front of you. And I think the most important is talk to kids about, because it's easier to make one children to behave in such a way than to make youngs to change your behavior. So this is our presentation. So our question is, how many of you can have a driving license here in this class?
How many what, sorry?
Who of you have driving license in this class? How of you guys admit that you use cell phones while you are driving? So do you think it's a good idea, or are you thinking about change your behavior? Or?
I think it's very hard to change your behavior. So what I do now is I put my phone in the boot of the car, in the trunk of the car, so I'm not tempted. Because if it's anywhere on the other seat or in my bag, when I'm stopped at the traffic light, I'm very tempted to check it. So that's my solution.
And about you, Pedro?
I'm not driving here in Sydney, but in Brazil, I always did it. I always do it, and I tried sometimes to change, but it's so difficult because if you listen the cell phone you want to see, so sometimes I put in just to in silence and put in other place like Anna, and it's like it, but it's difficult, very difficult. But it's good to see one movie like this.
Yeah,
you can realize about what can happen.
Yeah, our focus in this, we show 2 videos. One is funny video, and another is very deep video. And I think the funny one can teach children before. And we have a lot of targets.
Yeah.
The second one, the one from Melbourne, that's part of a long ad campaign that this particular ad company has been doing ads for road safety for more than 25 years, 26 years maybe, and they started this tactic of very, very distressing videos. So they also do ones on speed and on drink driving and things like that, where you see people getting into accidents. So it's very confronting. And they did one on their 25-year anniversary where they made a combination of all of the different ads that they'd made. And so you see all these like nice situations, and then accident, 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 death, death, blood. It's like, oh no. But they claim that it's very successful. They claim because they've done this campaign for so long and they've been looking at the statistics, they claim that they've made a dramatic impact on road safety in Victoria. So come to Victoria, it's safer. Safer than Sydney. No, but that's something they claim. It's hard to tell if it's true or whether it's just other things that have influenced that. But yeah, so if you do come to Victoria, be careful when you're watching TV because you